Hey guys, it's Aditya again with Inspire Advantage. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about starting early to prepare for the medical school application. This video is mainly for first and second year undergraduate students who are thinking about applying to medical school or know that they're going to a little bit later on. There are many things that you can do, even though you're early in your undergraduate career, to prepare for the medical school application. Starting early can be advantageous as it can allow you to strategize different letters of recommendation, different activities, and even different classes that you need to take in order to prepare yourself to apply for medical school. In this video, we're going to talk about some things that you can do as an early undergraduate student to boost your chances of getting into a medical school when you finally apply. Pick activities that you will stick with for the long run. Anyone can join a pre-health club or go on a medical mission trip just once. The reason admissions committees want to see volunteering on your application is to see if you can stick with something long-term and follow your passions. This shows that you are more dedicated than someone who's just joining a variety of clubs and only going to events here and there. So instead of just joining 5 or 6 clubs in which you're doing maybe 1 or 2 things each semester, find those 1 or 2 activities that you're truly interested in and start early. Join them during your first or second year and keep them going until the time that you apply. Examples could be something like working in a nursing home or working as a hospice volunteer for multiple years. You could get involved in an NGO that is local to your community starting your first or second year of undergrad, and you could stick with it your entire time. For example, one of the programs that was available to me at my undergraduate campus was an organization that connected students at the university with local elementary schools and paired them for tutoring. That'll show more dedication and genuine interest than someone who just picks a bunch of clubs and doesn't really do much with them. This goes for other activities such as research as well. For example, someone who's been in a research lab for 2 to 3 years is going to look a lot more dedicated and impressive than someone who's only been in a research lab for half of a semester. There's a certain type of dedication and interest that is implied by someone who's able to stick with activities for more than a couple months. Since you're starting to think about going to medical school early, definitely try to have a plan for what you'll be doing each summer. A lot of pre-medical students have a bunch of different opportunities that they can pursue during their summers. This could be extended volunteering opportunities, it could be research labs, or it could be even shadowing opportunities that you may not have time for during the school year. Whatever it may be, you should definitely have something planned for your summers. Summers are a great time to take a deep dive into those activities that you're passionate about. You don't even have to start a new activity during the summer. You could extend something that you've been doing during the school year into one of the summers. For example, if you're working at a research lab in your undergraduate institution, you can stay in that same lab and work for more extended hours during the summer. If there's a volunteering opportunity that you're truly engaged in, you could take more time during the summer to really pursue that with more hours during the week. There's also no harm in trying new experiences as well. If there's a certain opportunity that's only available during the summer, go for it. But make sure that it fits with the story that you're trying to tell for your journey to medical school. Another key advantage of starting early is that you're able to strategize the best letters of recommendation that you can have for your application. A very common scenario that pre-medical students come across when it's time to apply is that they struggle to find letters of recommendation. This is usually because they did not form many meaningful relationships with the faculty at their schools while they were undergrads. Letters from research and volunteer mentors may be the easiest to get at times because they directly know you and have seen your work. The difficulty can arise when you're trying to get letters of recommendation from faculty members. And this difficulty can be even more if the schools that you're applying to request specific faculty members from certain science classes or even certain humanities classes. So my advice is to try to make those meaningful relationships with faculty members that you vibe with. Forming those meaningful relationships with faculty members will allow you to have stronger letters of recommendation down the road. These faculty members will know you on a more personal basis rather than just one of the many students that have joined their classes. If your professor has office hours, that might be a good time to get to know them on a more one-on-one level. If you haven't tried to make the effort to get to know faculty members while you were an undergrad, you will just end up asking a letter of recommendation from faculty members that don't really know you well. And though the letters may be positive, they may be coming across as generic. This may be one of the most active and purposeful things that you'll have to do, especially since there are many science classes where the lecture halls can be about 1 to 200 students. Sometimes you can plan your letters of recommendation by joining more seminar style classes where the class size may be about 10 to 15 students. In those settings, it'll be easier for the faculty members to get to know you, and it might be easier for you to ask a letter of recommendation at the end of the class. And the most important thing that you can do if you're starting early for medical school is learning to craft your story. You have time to understand your true reasons for applying to medical school and why you want to be a physician. And you have the opportunity to pick activities that will support that story. This is what will make your application stand out come application season. One thing that you can do while you're still a first or second year undergraduate student is keep a journal that is simply dedicated for the medical school application process. In this journal, you can write down any reflections or thoughts you have as you're going about your undergraduate career that will help you along your medical school application timeline. You will thank yourself when it comes time to writing your personal statement because you will have specific details about impactful moments during your undergraduate career that you can take and include in your personal statement. Your story needs to be something that is unique to you, and the activities that you choose need to make sense for that story. The art of applying to medical school is threading the needle through everything that you've done during your undergraduate career and coming up with a story that connects all the dots that you've come across while you're studying to become a doctor. If you're planning these dots in advance and you're planning these opportunities in advance, it'll be easier for you to thread the needle and make a cohesive story come time to apply for medical school. And the more cohesive your story, the more impactful your story will be to admissions committees and the higher likelihood of you getting interviews and getting accepted into medical school. That's what will make a winning application. Thanks so much for tuning into our video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, Inspira Advantage. We're doing an entire How to Get into Medical School video series. This is just one of those videos. We'll hope you'll join along for the rest of them. See you next time.